Hey guys, so what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I'm just going to be bringing some of my mining rigs that I had in my garage here over to my crypto mining basement. So you guys see two rigs here. I have the RX 580 4GB rig, and I have a hodgepodge of 5700s and a 580 limited edition Sapphire Nitro. And so these two rigs, which I used to have over there on that table, which I have to get rid of because, like I said, if you guys saw my garage update before, and I did do some changes already, so I have to fit a car in here eventually, so I have to get rid of that table there. So yeah, it's just to have a little bit more depth so that the car could come in. But you can see here, I have my regular Costco shelf. I moved it over a little bit. It was from the center there, so I moved it over a bit closer to the wall. And you guys know I used to have another table there. So just a small update of my garage now. This is how it is. And I just basically have all 30 series cards on this shelf right now. I got some 3070s, and you guys know my 6x3080 tough rig. Okay, so hopefully I eventually, as I get cards, if I can get cards, more cards locally at hopefully MSRP, then I will be adding them onto the shelf here. But anyways, I will see you guys in my crypto mining basement. Okay, let's go. All right, guys, welcome to my crypto mining basement. It's looking a lot better. You guys probably saw that update earlier. Oh, I have something to show you guys. I do have an issue with this 580 4GB server case in this Roseville server case rig. I brought it over to another location and it wouldn't turn on. So you guys know, like maybe last week I set this up, and we have a Zotac motherboard and, like I said, 8 RX 580 4GB cards, and we were mining Ravencoin just fine on this 2000 watt power supply. But when I moved it and got there and plugged it in like I have here, it just would not turn on. Okay, so I'm hitting the power button and it's not turning on, and I tried clearing the CMOS battery and some other stuff as well, and it's just not turning on. I'm not sure if it's the power supply or the Zotac B150 mining motherboard. So I'm gonna try to change the motherboard a little bit later, and we'll see if we can revive this server case. I'm just so shocked that I just moved it and it doesn't work. I feel like very reminiscent of, you guys know, my 50th Radeon 7, not this one, but the red one, which, I moved to another rig. I just simply moved it and it bricked at code 43. So I feel like I'm super unlucky with moving hardware and it just doesn't work. So maybe you guys can give me your thoughts down below, but we're gonna try to revive it later on in this video. Anyways, here are the two rigs that I brought over from my garage, and I'm just gonna simply plug them in here, and hopefully none of these have died after moving it here. God forbid, knock on wood. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to figure out where I'm gonna put these rigs. So you know what? I'm hoping to actually put them on this side of the rack. So these two Minebox server cases from mineshop.eu. Thank you, mineshop.eu, for this 8 GPU one recently. And I have this 12 by Minebox as well. So I'm going to move these two server cases to this side over here. I don't have anything in them right now, you guys know, but I will later. So yeah, you guys will see these two rigs on this side of the shelf in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's not the most glamorous looking rigs on my shelves right now, but here we go. You guys can see I have the two rigs up here. All right, now let's go ahead and turn it on. I have it plugged in on this side of the PDU, and right now it's at 0 amps because I got nothing else plugged into it. So we'll see how much amps we'll utilize. All right, see if this rig is good first and make sure there's no sparks or fire or anything. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's not turning on, and I think I realized I need to do the screwdriver method. All right, so, okay, got my screwdriver. All right, so let's turn it on here. There we go. Okay, any sparks? Looks good. Looks like all the GPU risers are on. Okay, the fans are spinning. Okay, let me just see if HiveOS can see these mining Ravencoin. Give me a sec. All right, it's mining now. You guys can see we're getting about 14 mega hash on the Ravencoin algorithm Kapow. So that is good. This rig is doing really well. It says in the software using about 479 watts, but at the wall we're probably using a lot more than that, and it shows that we're using 3 amps now on that bank from 0. So 3 times 240 roughly equals about 750 watts or so. I'm thinking this whole rig is taking under 800 watts mining Ravencoin. So that's good, I'm happy. Okay, let's go ahead now. We're gonna plug in this rig. I have a 50th Lisa Su 5700 XT and then a MSI Gaming X 5600 XT, and then I have a 580 8GB. All right, so let's see if there will be any smoke or sparks coming out of this guy. All right, here we go. Power button, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right. All the risers are on. Okay, let me see if I can see this one in HiveOS. I knew something would go wrong. Okay, 2 of the GPUs are not being recognized. I'm getting an error. It's not even mining. So I have it off now. I'm going to do a reformat of the SSD, and I tried doing an update on it and it just would not go through. So oh man, I'm not sure what happened. Of course, moving it here, something must have dislodged. I'm gonna check all the connections, but also I wanna do an upgrade on the HiveOS image. All right, so give me 1 sec. You guys see what I'm seeing? Always check connections before you guys turn it on. Oh my god, good thing this didn't spark or anything. So it looks like it's a little bit dislodged, the little PCIe 1 there. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take it out and push it back in. Just inspect it before we plug it back in. Looks to be okay. All right, gonna put it back in, and I just reformatted the HiveOS image. There was a driver update for the OpenCL and a kernel update as well. So it's good to just have a fresh new image on HiveOS, and especially for the 5700s and 5600. Okay, gonna turn it back on, and hopefully HiveOS can see all 4 and get it mining. All right, so we'll be right back. Okay, we are up and running. You guys can see my hash rates for those cards, getting about 42, almost 42 on the 5600, 54 on the XFX, and 51 on the Samsung memory Lisa Su. So I have been wanting to do a BIOS mod. I put it back to stock because I want to test something, and it's actually getting really low power consumption right now in HiveOS. Actually, this whole rig looks like it's taking another 3 amps or so. I wish I had Space Goat's power meters for these PDUs, but we are utilizing 6 amps now. It looks like an upside down 9. It looks like a 9, but it's upside down here. I have these 2 rigs going, 6 amps times 240. So yeah, we're roughly at about, I think, 1400 watts for all of these GPUs. I feel like that's okay, but you know, I think I'm happy about this. I will do some optimization with these 5700s and 5600 later. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm happy with the RX 580. I think that's where I want to have it at. But yeah, look at the power consumption, the two 5700s and the 580, 72 watts for the 580. So that's okay, but that's in software. Of course, at the wall, I'm guessing we're gonna have to add another 40 watts per card around there. We all know AMD cards always take a bit more at the wall. Anyways, guys, that's it. I'm gonna leave these 2 rigs mining. I finally have some rigs going down here, and then I have my 1060 3GB rig still going, and then my lonely Radeon 7. All right, so guys, I want to figure out this rig now. So I'm going to take this rig off. I'm gonna put it on the table over here, and I'm gonna take out the motherboard. Okay, I'm gonna replace the motherboard and see if this thing will turn back on. Yeah, it's just weird that why it doesn't turn on. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right, I put in a new motherboard. Well, it's not new. It's a Gigabyte H110 D3A, and you guys can see right there. I have a little U-bit splitter. All right, USB to PCIe, And the reasons why I have that is because this H110 board doesn't have 8 PCIe slots, and as you guys know, I have 8 RX 580 4GB cards in here. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if this turns on and whether or not it was the motherboard or not. So here we go. Not sure if this has the AC power on in the BIOS, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. It turns on. Okay, perfect. Let me see if HiveOS shows anything with that new motherboard. And here is the old motherboard. I'm so sad. This Zotac B150, I guess something must have died on it. I'm not quite sure. I did do a BIOS reset and that didn't seem to make any difference. But looks like, I mean, it looks generally okay. I will try this in like another build. Oh yeah, guys, I wanted to show you this L3 Plus. I also want to turn this on in this video, so let me just see if we can see that in HiveOS first. Give me a sec. Yes, it's working. We are getting 10 mega hash right now on Ravencoin. Looks like it's going pretty good. And how much power we're using on the PDU, it says we're taking about 6 amps. So I have it on the top bank right there. It says we're using 6 amps, actually including the Radeon 7 and this rig together. So there we go. Wow, I think this is utilizing quite a bit of power on mining on Ravencoin right now. I think I have to fine tune it more so like I did on this one, but these are different cards. All right, these aren't the MSI Armors. Cards that I have in the server case here are the Sapphire Nitros. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some fine tuning there. Okay, it's working. All I had to do was swap the motherboard, and yeah, I guess this one's dead. Okay guys, now we're not done yet. I want to add in the L3 Plus. And you guys know recently Dogecoin just went to the moon recently, so apparently it's profitable now to mine on this ASIC miner. I mean, not that much, but hey, I'm gonna mine some Dogecoin with this. So I'm gonna move it onto somewhere on this shelf and get it going. All right, so give me 1 sec. Okay, I think this L3 Plus is dead. I am unable to see it. I just can't find the IP address. Like, nothing on the router shows up about the L3 Plus, and I tried all the IP addresses, and it just has this red light there. I'm not sure if that means anything, but it seems like it just keeps rebooting. It does do like a red light thing. It just rebooted actually, and it was turning on for like a little bit, but look at that. There's no like green status. It'll come up in a bit, but then it'll do like a fault. And yeah, and surprisingly, it's not loud right now. I do have the the server case off, the one with the 8 580s, because I am gonna bring that somewhere else. But yeah, it's just not working right now. I'm gonna have to figure this out later in another video, another time. Okay guys, well that's it. That's all I want to do in my crypto mining basement. At least I have, you know, 2 more rigs here that are running, and yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna have to add some more stuff in the future. And I mean, my cable management is horrible, but crypto mining isn't glamorous. You guys know that. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in this video, and I will see you in the next one. All right, have a good one, and peace out.